Hello students, today I'll begin with the second techniques of a balance sheet, that is financial statement analysis. The second technique of financial statement analysis, that is common size balance sheet. Okay, now the balance sheet is given in the problem. Balance sheet is given, all the assets and all the liabilities are given. They have told you to present the data and to show the data in a presented form, that is in the common size balance sheet, and study the financial position of both the companies. There are two companies given in the problem, that is X and Y. Now let us see how to go calculate this. See, what you have to do is, first you have to write the heading common size balance sheet as on 31/3/2009, that is on the date, that is a date given in the beginning, that is 2009. Now you have to write first all the fixed assets. Okay, write down the fixed assets. Write down first all the amount, not the percentage. If you write the amount, then write the fixed assets, land and building 3,50,000 for X, and Y 2,75,000. Plant and machinery 2,70,000 for X Limited and 3 lakh for Y Limited. Okay. Now then total this. Total you will get 6,20,000, here 5,75,000. Now percentage is, how to calculate the percentage I will tell you later, but you don't write the percentage anything. You do write only the amount, both the amount of X and Y. Current assets, write all the current assets. You have investment. Investment comes under current assets because it is a short term. Next you have book debts, prepaid expenses, cash at bank. All these you will write. First write down the amount, then total. Total you will get 2,03,590. Then total assets. Total assets is total fixed assets and total current assets. Okay, so you will get the total assets at 8,23,590. Okay, now how to calculate the percentage is, total assets you write down here 100. Always the total assets will be 100. Now the percentage will be 3,50,000 divided by 8,23,590 into 100. You will get 42.50. Okay, then 2,70,000 divided by 8,23,590 into 100, you will get 32.78. Like that, 6,20,000 divided by 8,23,590, you will get 75.28. Next, 72,000 divided by 8,23,590, you will get 8.74. Next, 47,500 divided by 8,23,590 into 100, 5.77. Next, 35,400 divided by 8,23,590 into 100, 4.30. 48,690 divided by 8,23,590 into 100, 5.91. Okay, like that you calculate. Here also same thing, 2,75,000 divided by total assets, 3 lakh divided by total assets into 100. 5,75,000 divided by 6,33,000 into 100, you will get 90.84. Okay, so like that you have to calculate for all the amount. You will get the percentage, all the percentage you will get. Lastly, you will write percentage to 100% and 100% total assets. Okay, next is the shareholder liabilities, the shareholders fund. Shareholders fund, write down all the equity shares, preference shares, reserves and surplus, profit and loss, all these you have to write here. Write down the amount, write down the total shareholders fund. Next, long term loans. Long term loans, it is 3,50,000. Okay, then current liabilities. Current liabilities you have bills payable, sundry creditors, outstanding expenses, then dividend. All these you have to write here, and amount also you have to write here. After that, percentage also you have to show like that only. Write all the items here: current assets, current total assets, total liabilities. Total liability is nothing but 1 plus A plus B plus C. You will get this. After that, calculate the percentage. 2,50,000 divided by 8,23,590 into 100. You will get 30.35. 1,20,000 divided by 8,23,590 into 100, you will get 14.57. 50,000 divided by 8,23,590 into 100, you will get nearly 6.07. 4,20,000 divided by 8,23,590, you will get 50.99. Like that you have to calculate for all the values. Here also you have to calculate and find out the percentage. The total liabilities will always be 100. The total liability is 100. Then you have to calculate the percentage of each divided by the total liability. Now each item will be divided by total liability. Here what you will get. Okay. This is a format. Now this is a easiest one, because the items will be given, you have to show in the statement. Percentage you have to calculate, which is the divide each item. If it is assets, each item by total assets. If it is liability, then each item by total liability. The main thing is analysis, how interpretation. And how do you interpret? Interpretation is nothing but you are comparing the two companies and find out which one is better and what can be done. Okay, so above analysis reveals that the fixed asset of X Limited is 75% and X Limited of Y Limited is 9.84%. Indicates that both the companies have invested more funds, because out of 100, 75 is the fixed assets. Okay, so they have invested more funds on fixed assets, so that you can write the first statement. Next is, in case of X Limited, current asset is 24 and current liability is 65%. This indicates both the companies have a working capital. If the working capital is more than 2:1, then it is considered as a good. Okay, so you can write the consideration as a good working condition or good condition. Next is, X Limited shareholders fund is 15% and outsiders liability is 49%. But in case of Y Limited, it is 55 and 49%. This indicates both the companies less or less dependent on shareholders fund, because if 50% and more than 50% is taken from shareholders fund, it means that they have invested more on shareholders fund. Okay, they have raised the funds more on a shareholders fund. Y Limited borrowed more long-term loans than X Limited. Then their reserves are good. Always when you compare the profitability, you have to compare the reserves. When the reserves are good, then the profitability condition is good. Okay, so the reserves are good, so condition is good. X Limited, the liquidity position is better. X Limited's liquidity position is better than Y Limited. Okay, so this is what it has to be calculated, and interpretation has to be done. It is done on the basis of the above data given there. Take the percentage and calculate. Okay, the calculation is easy. The interpretation is, you have to compare the fixed assets, current assets, shareholders fund, long term loan. Last you have to compare the reserves. If the reserves are good, then you can say that the company's condition is good and its liquidity position is good. Okay, so go through the problem. If you have any doubts relating to the common size balance sheet, you can ask. It's a very simple problem. You have to prepare the table and then interpret the values. Go through. Okay, thank you.